Over the past 6 weeks, you've joined the team as they've prepared 2 MGB race cars for a full season of racing. In that time, we've had a few setbacks and lots of late nights. Well, the day has finally arrived. It's the first race of the season and we're at one of the world's greatest circuits. So, let's go have some fun. Welcome back everybody to Northamptonshire. We're at the iconic Silverstone Circuit for the first round of the Equipe GTS Championship. There are amazing cars everywhere today, with multiple different racing series taking place. But before we go for a walk around the paddock, qualifying is about to begin shortly. So let's check in with team principal Tom, who's currently distracted.
I'm in heaven, I want this. 2W2 turbo. It's all I ever wanted. I grew up, my uncle raced these and my father. Welcome to Silverstone, round 1 of our race adventure this year. So we're here with Equipe Classic Racing, as you can see behind me. We've been with them a couple of years now, real good guys. They put on a great event, fantastic hospitality, they look after everyone. We had a wonderful evening yesterday, barbecue and a pub quiz. So day 1, drivers are in there having a driver briefing. Not me today, I'm a little bit sad about that, but I am racing tomorrow when we go to Goodwood, and that'll be a separate video that we'll be doing. So Emma's in there, it's her first race today, that's the main important thing. Emma's first time out in the MG, first race with her father, so we're all a little bit apprehensive, but weather's good, sun's out, blue skies, dry. Qualifying is in about 25 minutes, but yeah, for the time being, welcome to Silverstone everyone. Let's have a good day, shall we?
And so it was time to fire the MGBs into life and get them ready for qualifying. The layout being used today is the International Circuit, an 8-corner layout. The fastest cars in our class will be posting lap times of around 1 minute and 24 seconds. Now before we get into the action of qualifying, as always, let's cue the music and check out some of the stunning race cars around the paddock. And with that, 25 minutes of qualifying was underway. The plan was simple. Paul in the blue car would be left to his own devices as he wasn't sharing the car. Meanwhile, in the red car, Ian would take a shorter stint before being brought back to the pits, where the team would swap drivers. A longer stint for Emma would be used as an extra practice session to help her get as much seat time as possible before her first ever race. Tom was monitoring the times on the pit wall, and as soon as Ian had a decent qualifying lap in, he would use the pit board to call him in for the switch. Unfortunately, 5 minutes into the session, the plan went out the window. Ian had returned to the pits early, but Emma was nowhere to be seen.
Let's do what they want.
And once a search party had found Emma, she was strapped into the car and sent out into the session. Let's hop on board with Paul for a fast lap. In the end, our drivers qualified 20th and 23rd. We would unfortunately be starting towards the back. The blue MGB was sadly having some issues with power right at the top end, and the red MGB had come into the pit lane a bit too early for its driver swap. Still, there's reason to be optimistic. In situations like this, the only way is up. And how's this for a proud family? Everything all right, mate?
Yeah, everything's fine. Just got a little leak from the oil cooler. So we just have to keep mopping it up and topping it, checking the oil, and everything else is okay.
We now have a 4-hour wait until the start of the race. Luckily, there was plenty going on. The Motorsport F3 Championship was about to head onto track. This championship is a mix of single-seater Formula 3 cars split into different classes depending on their generation, with the newest cars being around 15 years old. The fastest cars were lapping the international circuit nearly 30 seconds faster than our little MGBs. And of course, they sounded fantastic. You'll always find interesting road cars in the car park of a racetrack. Cars like this BMW Z3 Coupe, or this Alpine A110. The king of the car park today though is this phenomenal Ferrari 275 GTB. There was also a historic Motorsport Championship taking place. These cars were screaming along. Every race was full of interesting machinery. And so it was finally time for our cars to take to the track. Months of hard work, thousands of hours, and dozens of late nights were all for this very moment. The cars head out for their parade lap and line up on the grid. We're towards the back, but surely the only way is forward. With that, we are right at the back. Now we truly have a mountain to climb. Paul ends up in a battle with another MGB and after a couple of laps makes his move and gets by. Meanwhile, at the front, the TVR Grand Tourer looks unbeatable. Down on the pit wall and the team are preparing a driver swap for car 47. Ian gets the signal and brings the car in. Every car has to undertake a mandatory 45-second stop-and-go pit stop, which means if you're changing driver, you need to do it in under 45 seconds or lose precious time. Unfortunately, with a standing time of 1 minute and 1 second, it looks like there'll be some driver swap training incoming for the team. Paul brings the blue car in for his 45 seconds, and now it's down to the drivers to hustle the cars around Silverstone and bring them home in one piece. An incident on track means that a safety car is deployed, and Emma, in her first ever race, is right at the front of the pack amongst the leaders. This is not Formula 1. Lapped cars don't get funneled through. When the safety car pits in and the race restarts, she'll be right in the midst of the fight for first. What happens next is strange. The safety car slows and waves the pack through, and the cars ahead see this as a chance to break free from the pack. If you look closely though, there are still full course waved yellows, and still a safety car light on the virtual flags. Cars behind Emma then begin overtaking under the yellow flags in order to catch the lead cars that have bolted early. Should Emma have picked up the pace, or have half the pack got unlucky to escape without penalties? We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Paul does well to climb 4 positions, and as the checkered flag is waved, everyone is happy that both cars have made it home. The final positions are 18th for Paul in car 677, and 22nd for Ian and Emma in car 47. 3 DNFs mean that technically we avoid being dead last. After all, to finish first you must finish. The team now have to quickly pack everything away and get to Goodwood, so you now join Tom the next morning for his thoughts on the day.
Good results in the end, really. Paul was 18th, I think. A little bit of a misfire towards the end of the race, which we need to have a look at the engine and sort out. But he was happy, he was having a good battle, and that's all it's about. He wanted to be in amongst the traffic and battling. Ian was doing okay, then we swapped over to Emma at the pit stop. She held her own really in the first ever race. She got faster and faster, had a safety car. It was a bit of a baptism of fire and a restart, and ended up being sat about third in line for the restart. When you're not third, you're actually 22nd. But she handled that quite well. Overall, it all went really well, real positive result. Both cars finished, nothing broken, and we got everything packed up and scurried on down to Goodwood for our next event. We're here for the members spring sprint. I'm driving today, which is good, makes me a bit more excited, and that'll be our next video. Basically, you'll see how we get on. Ian is hoping I don't crash his car. That's basically how today's going, so stay tuned, see how we get on. Harlan's going to take some wonderful footage and photos of today. Hopefully it all goes well. We'll see you all soon.
As always, if you've made it this far and enjoyed the video, we'd really appreciate it if you could leave us a like. And if you'd like to continue following our journey, make sure you subscribe. You're really going to want to see the next video. Thank you so much for watching.